Hello.
Hi there, this is Pastor Mike from the United Church. I was looking for Aaron.
Yes, this is she.
Well, hello, Aaron. How are you on this blessed day?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. I know we've never met, but I have seen you at the service, and someone in the congregation told me that you're new to our church. So I wanted to call and give you a big hidey-ho, a big welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, we just had our first visit just Sunday.
Oh, that is wonderful. That's a joyous occasion. We hope to see you back next Sunday, and I promise it's going to be one humdinger of a service. We're going to be speaking about the Apostle Paul.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun.
Well, it will be a doozy. Before that, though, what do you say you and me get a little drink at a nearby bar, and maybe we could get to know each other a little better?
Okay.
I was just thinking, what a better way for a pastor and a new member of the church to get to know each other, sharing a few drinks. Do you like whiskey?
Oh, no, I do not, actually.
Well, how about tequila or any other alcoholic beverage that we could consume at a bar together?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I really feel comfortable about that.
Okay, well,
doing that.
if you wanted, we could do a lunch thing, and if that goes well, maybe dinner and a movie next week.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I think Sunday would be just fine in the morning for the morning service.
Oh,
That's when we're available and not working.
I was hoping you were going to want to get together before the service. I do have some extra sacramental wine. We could split a glass.
I'm getting the feeling that maybe you're even asking me out a little bit. So I'm just not super comfortable with this.
Full of the Lord's beauty and a great head on her shoulders, too. Maybe I am asking you out.
Well, I do have a boyfriend.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we were at the service together, actually. And we will be attending this Sunday together.
I don't know if I approve of that. Because you are young and vibrant, and you don't want to tie yourself down at your age. And trust me, as your leader, I know a few things.
Okay, so I am so sorry, but I think I'm gonna...
As a man of the cloth, I can tell that you're a sheep who may have lost her way a bit, and allow me to shepherd you in the right direction. And the right direction would be a drink with me.
Right. Okay, so thank you so much for the phone call and welcoming us to the church.
Well, I do have a rather important question for you. I hope you're not engaged in any premarital activities with your boyfriend, because that could be wrong and you could face punishment from the church. You do know that.
Okay, so that's offensive, and that's none of your business.
It is offensive in the eyes of God. If you're engaging in premarital activities, it is quite offensive, and he might smite you.
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get off the phone now.
Let me tell you this. If you are engaging in premarital activities, then you should break up with him and allow me to counsel you on the dangers of overstimulated young men.
Right. Okay, so we will not be attending this next Sunday. That was a one-time thing, but thank you for the phone call, and good luck.
This may be a little out of bounds, but if you have any videos of you two consenting with each other,
my God.
I will need to see those.
Okay, that is not a little out of bounds. That is absolutely, completely out of bounds.
If you are doing
I am
those
so
things,
upset.
yes. If you are doing those things,
this is super inappropriate, and I am going to report you.
If you are doing those things, it is very inappropriate, and that's where I will need to.
That is none of your business.
I will need to take you under my arm.
You are absolutely inappropriate, and you should be reported.
Listen,
you are being looked under the eyes of God as
allow me to lead you like the sheep you are.
Whoa, no. You are a church pastor? I cannot believe this. This is super up.
Aaron, you cannot use that language when addressing a member of the cloth. That language is only appropriate in the bedroom.
What?
Or in a phone tap.
Excuse me?
Oh, this is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you. Your boyfriend Nate set you up.
Oh, my God.
He said that you went to a new church recently and you thought the pastor was creepy, so he wanted me to call you as your new pastor.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm so creeped out. I'm so creeped out.
I may not be your real pastor, but I bet if you asked him to have a drink with you, he probably would. Nathan, what's up? How are you, man?
Good. I love your show, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about meeting the girl you want us to call today. What's her name?
Mia?
Mia. Okay, so you met her on this website?
Yeah, I did the normal thing where both expressed interest. I messaged her through the website, and from there it was off and on for a little bit, and then for about a month straight we were chatting probably almost every other night. Sometimes there'd be 3-4 days would go by, but it started progressing from there.
So you guys talked a lot before you actually met in person?
That's the thing. We actually haven't met in person yet.
What?
Yeah.
I thought this was a second date update.
Kind of. Nathan's one of those guys that's date never actually happened.
Yeah. I'm walking to the date, and I get a phone call from her, and she tells me that she's got an emergency and that she's going to have to cancel. She's flying to California.
You were actually at the place that you're going to meet her, and she called you and said that she was flying to California?
I mean, I was literally pulling into the restaurant practically.
Oh, man.
You didn't happen to notice if she was, like, in the restaurant or, like, in the vicinity of you when she called you, right? Like, maybe she was waiting for you and then saw you and didn't like your outfit and was like, oh, no, thank you. You didn't see her anywhere. Well, look, I've been to meet someone before that I didn't like, and then I just took off when I saw him.
No, but you're like the ultimate jerk. You wouldn't spend months talking to him.
So you didn't see her around, did you?
No, and that's part of the other thing about this that's crazy enough. She doesn't even have a profile pic, so I've never seen a picture of her.
What?
Excuse
Wait,
me, what?
you've never seen a picture of this girl?
No, I couldn't tell you what she looks like, and I had asked, and she said I'd rather develop a relationship.
Yeah. How do you start talking to someone on a dating website that doesn't have a profile picture? I know that they're out there. They usually have like a silhouette of somebody that hasn't uploaded it or whatever. But why would you? I don't know. I would not talk to somebody on a dating website that didn't have a profile picture.
In all honesty, at that point, that day I just was going around and looking for people online, and it's somewhat near the area, and I just sent a message saying, hey, how's it going?
Just
Are
casting
you-
a wide net.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. That day, yeah, I didn't have anything to do. I was on the site, figured I'd strike up a conversation.
Okay.
So you went to go meet her, and she called you right before and said that something came up and she had an emergency. Do you believe her, or do you
Yeah.
think she was lying to you?
Well, I was livid at first and pissed, but the conversation actually went on. She wanted to talk to me while she was waiting for her flight.
Okay.
So it made me believe her. And I sort of tried to ask her what was going on. Is there anything I could do? Does
Well-
she need any help?
Nathan, let's face it, there's no way she's lying to you because you met her on a Christian website, and Christians don't lie. You know that she's telling the truth. But you actually stayed on the phone and chatted with her while she was waiting for her plane to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you think that maybe you're getting catfished? Like she's just not who she says she is?
I mean, I want to believe in the best, but I've texted her a few times since, and I haven't gotten messages back. So
Nothing
at this
back.
point, there's a large portion of me that's thinking, what in God's name is going on? I don't know if it's a kid, a boyfriend there, ex-husband. I don't know how long she's in California for. I just don't know what's going on at all.
And how long ago has it been since you talked?
About 5 days.
It's been about 5 days since you actually spoke with her.
Yep.
Still, an emergency. You don't think she might need a little more time with whatever it is?
I mean, in hindsight, probably I might have jumped the gun a little bit, but at this point, I don't understand the missed text messages.
Well,
Okay.
and you've got to be emotionally invested. I mean, a lot of people would consider this a relationship, even though you haven't even met yet.
For sure. All right, man. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Sounds good.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm going to be honest. I really don't care if Nathan, who's on the phone for a second date update, gets a second date out of this.
What?
I just want to know two things about the girl that he was supposed to meet up with on his date. One, what does she look like? And two, why did she have to go to California on an emergency?
Yeah,
that's all I
that's-
really
that's
want to know.
killing me.
Yeah, I want to know why she had to bail on him before their date even started. If you're just tuning into the second date update, Nathan is on the phone. He wants to call Mia. They met on a Christian dating website. Interesting note, she doesn't have a profile picture. He was just chatting up people that day, and he has no idea what she looks like. Anyway, they were supposed to meet for dinner, and when he was walking up to the restaurant, she called, said she had an emergency in California and had to go. So we haven't heard from her since, and he's wondering why she hasn't been calling him back. Now, you do believe her that she had some sort of an emergency in California?
I don't know. I do believe her, but there's part of me that is just like, why hasn't she reached back out yet? I don't understand it.
Why do you have so much trust in this person that you've never seen?
Because of the conversations, they were in depth. I mean, who knows? Maybe she's really good, but it was consistent, and it was just the interest in the stories. I mean, these weren't like 5-minute chats or anything like that. We really got in depth.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if she picks up the phone, and maybe we can find out what happened in California. Or, I mean, if you want a second date, too, I guess we can do that. Yeah. Do you want a second date with her?
Let's hear what the explanation is, sir.
Okay, so you're just like us. You just want to know what went on in California that she had to call in on your date. All right, I'm going to dial the number right now.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mia, please?
This is she.
Hey, Mia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From where?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning? The radio show?
I'm on the radio?
Yes, you are. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm calling you because we received an email about you from one of our listeners.
Okay.
His name is Nathan, and Nathan emailed us because he was supposed to go out on a date with you, and then you ended up having an emergency that you had to go to in California. Since that day, Nathan has been wondering why you're not answering his text messages, so he emailed us to call you and ask why.
Okay, this is weird.
I know it is. But Nathan wants to know if you don't like him, if you don't want to see him, something like that. If you don't want to see him, just tell us. We'll tell Nathan, and he won't bug you anymore. But other than that, he's wondering if you still want to go out with him. So is there anything that we can tell Nathan from you?
Just tell him I'll call him. And sorry, I've been busy.
So you do want to see Nathan again?
I'm really busy right now, so I just don't know when.
Okay.
I just don't know when I'll
Well, I appreciate you talking to us for a few minutes. We won't take much more of your time, but I just have to know, do you want to see Nathan again? Because it sounds like you don't, the way you said that. If you don't, I'll let him down easy for you.
Look, I'm doing some stuff in my personal life that I just need to, I can't, I don't want him to be involved in.
Okay. So your emergency was legit when you called him at the restaurant and said that you had an emergency. I was speculating that you were lying.
I'm in California.
You are.
Still.
Oh, why did you fly so last minute, though?
Look, I'm a little embarrassed about it. It was for a job. I don't want Nathan to judge me for it.
You're embarrassed about the work that you do?
Promise you won't tell him this.
Sure. I mean, I'll tell him. I will tell him that you want to see him again, but I won't tell him any other details if they're really embarrassing.
So I'm doing a photo shoot for Playboy.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They started doing that again. I forgot.
You're on a Christian mingle site, and you're
Just because I appreciate my body does not mean I am not a good Christian. I am
Right.
just using the body God gave me.
Okay, so you're doing a photo shoot for Playboy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's a job.
Okay, I'll tell you why that confuses me, because he told us about how he met you, and he said on your dating profile, you didn't even have a profile picture. Normally, people that would pose for Playboy would have a lot of pictures on their dating profile.
Okay, but also people who pose for Playboy tend to be treated differently because of the way they look. Like, I want Nathan to get to know me for me.
Wow.
You know, for
Wow.
like, my brain and my personality and not my, you know.
you are.
And you talked to him a bunch.
Yeah.
You never brought up what you did for a living?
I didn't want him to think I was some hussy or not a good Christian or whatever, because I am. I have a really good relationship with God, and I just happen to do this for a living.
When were you gonna drop this news on him?
Well, I wanted to get to know him, and I wanted him to get to know me, and I wanted to build a solid foundation so that he knows where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? So it's not like, because there's so many stereotypes, and I hate that. There's so many stereotypes of women that pose nude and models and just, you know, there's so much wrapped up in it, and not everybody is the attention-seeking hussy that they're put.
Right.
So that's a stereotype.
If you got
I don't like that.
You got a great body. God has gifted you with wonderful looks. Might as well use them to your advantage and make a little dough.
I don't.
Right?
That's exactly right.
And you said that you want to get to know him on another level before you go into all that.
Right.
Right. That's perfect because you sort of just did that.
What do you mean?
Nathan is actually on the other line and heard exactly what you just said.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You promised.
You've already been this far. You might as well say hi to Nathan.
Hey, Mia.
Someone sounds excited.
Yeah.
It's the best news I've ever gotten in a second date update.
How's it going?
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to find out this way.
But I don't even know what to think anymore. I mean, of all the reasons you went to California, this wasn't even anywhere near the list.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know that I hate it. I don't know that I know I don't like it, but the people in my life, I don't know how they would react if we went down this road and you weren't Playboy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person who judges you. I sort of understand where you're coming from. I mean, believe me, it's not like I haven't seen a Playboy before, but I don't know what to think.
You bad boy, Nathan.
It doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me a bad Christian. I actually love what I do, and I think God made me for this.
Nathan, are you saying that you don't want to see Mia because she poses for these type of magazines?
I mean, I'd definitely like to see her. But this
is why I was worried, because guys treat me differently when they see me in person, And, I don't want to be treated differently.
you want to be treated like every other uggo out there. I understand, but unfortunately for you, you're not. Nathan, so are you worried that it's the people in your life that are going to judge you if you were to go out with Mia now?
I guess I am. Now that I'm thinking about it, if we do end up going out, I guess I'm worried about what other people would think. On the other hand, we had an amazing connection, and I am a guy, I'm a man, so
Yeah.
I definitely would like to see her and meet her.
Okay.
I will say, I know that my husband would have a problem if I was taking pictures naked for other men to look at. Mm-hmm. I mean, he would, period.
But it's a job, It's like being an actor and having to kiss somebody else. It's not like that's my personal soul. I mean, yes, it's my body, but my body in this case is just, it's like an accessory.
And Nathan, if you like Mia, who cares what anybody else thinks, really? Yeah. You guys had a lot of good conversations and stuff like that. Like, if she was a porn star and you really loved her, then who cares what your parents think or your friends?
That one might be a bit different, but
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Love conquers all, right?
Yeah, so would you go out? Okay, Mia, would you go out with Nathan again? We'll pay for a second date.
Please.
You guys didn't even really go out in the first time, so would you go out with Nathan officially?
I mean, if he doesn't think I'm a bad Christian.
Okay. Nathan, are you going to be an idiot and pass up a date with a Playboy model? I will pay for it.
Mia, how long are you even going to be in California for?
Honestly, I don't know. This was kind of a big job opportunity for me, and I really want to not blow it. So,
at the end of the day, we had an unbelievable connection, and I did, at the very least, like to meet her in person and see if the chemistry is there in person as well.
Sweet.
Yes.
Awesome. And you guys can talk about it more in depth in person.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
Great.
good.
And Mia, just another question. What issues are you in?
Oh, come on.
Like next October? I want to know.
It's show research.
Yeah, no.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Everybody texting in at 78592 wants a date with Mia from today's second date update.
Of course.
Yes, they do.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And if you missed today's second date update, Nathan wanted to call Mia. They actually met on a Christian dating website, and he didn't even see her picture before they met, and I guess she was stunning. Anyway, the reason she wasn't really getting back to him was because she was gone in L.A. taking some photos for Playboy. Because they're doing photos again.
Yeah.
But Playboy's
They stopped doing like photo shoots for a while, but now they're doing them again.
Well,
and I
but
guess-
they're doing the
nude
classy
ones.
ones. They're not doing the
Yeah.
nude ones anymore. I mean, it's still like a little racy, right?
Yeah, and it's
but
still cool to be a Playboy.
you could celebrate the body God gave you as a Christian. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not either. But Nathan was bothered by it, though.
Yeah, well, I've also never been considered a good Christian, so
But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the right opinion.
Can you imagine, though, not seeing a girl, like, she could be anything, and she's a Playboy model? Like, this guy hit the jackpot.
Yeah, it's pretty lucky.
But at the same time, he didn't because he's like,
Yeah.
morally, I can't
It's like,
do this.
I will barely even go look at an apartment if it doesn't have a photo up, let alone go on a date with somebody.
I know.
It's either going to be amazing or a rat-infested mess.
Seriously, remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Rita.
Yes, this is her.
Hi, Rita. This is Dan from University. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm just calling around to some of our old alums to see how you're doing lately. So how's it going?
Good. I'm a little busy. What can I do for you?
Well, I just don't know if you've been receiving my emails, but we're currently doing some fundraising right now to update some of the campus buildings, and we could sure use your help.
Yeah, I did get those emails, but I'm not interested.
Okay, well, maybe I could take you out to lunch or something and we could talk about it.
Right now, I just don't have any extra money to be helping out with this kind of things. I'm really sorry.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, you have my email and phone number, okay, Rita?
All right, thank you
All
so
right,
much.
go Cougars!
Okay, bye.
All right.
Hello?
Hey, Rita, it's Dan from the university again.
Hi, Dan. How can I help you?
How are you?
I'm fine. I just told you that a minute ago.
Okay, good. Well, hey, I forgot to tell you about all the different ways you can give back to the university. For example, we don't just take checks anymore. We take almost anything.
Okay, like I told you, I really don't have the money right now to be helping out. I'm sorry.
Let me give you an example. Do you have a pet?
Yes, I have a cat. Why?
Oh, that's great news, because some of the students have a pet rental service that they run on campus. You could donate your unwanted pet, and we could rent it out to help the university meet its financial goals.
You do a pet rental service?
Yes, and we could take your unwanted cat off your hands and rent it out for money.
My cat is not unwanted. I'm not going to give my cat to you. Not for you guys to raise money. That's ridiculous.
Well, if that doesn't work, we could take your fluids.
Excuse me?
Your fluids. Do you have any fluids?
Are you talking bodily fluids?
Yes, I am. The science lab is studying fluids of the human body this upcoming quarter, and I'm sure a fluid donation from yourself would be helpful. That way they wouldn't have to buy fluids from somebody else. If you could
I'm not doing that.
Do you have any fluids lying around that you could give us?
What? No, I don't have bodily fluids lying around. What are you guys doing? I'm not going to... You're giving bodily fluids to make money for the college? No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, well, for the record, no checks, no pets, no fluids. Got that. I have a long list of other interesting and fun ways to donate, though.
Look, you idiots, I said I'm not interested in giving you anything.
Well, what about your dead body?
What? Excuse me?
Your dead body, would you like to donate that?
I don't even know what you mean. I'm not even dead.
Well, you're going to be dead eventually, and we could sure use we could sure use your body.
What the are you talking about?
Well, I know Professor Hendricks at the university would love another fresh cadaver to carve up for his medical students. So we could use that, and then they wouldn't have to buy a dead body.
This is ridiculous. We're not.
Got it. I'll put you down for a dead body donation.
No, I'm not giving you my body for science. I'm not doing that.
The university thanks you.
No, don't thank me. I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you my dead body. Do you feel bad about calling me and asking me for my body, my bodily fluids? What the is your problem?
Not really. I don't feel bad because this is a prank phone call.
What?
It's a joke. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you. Your friend Denise set you up.
Oh, are you serious? No.
Yeah. Your friend Denise said you were complaining about getting emails from your college pestering you for money.
Oh, God.
Hey, but seriously, though, you got any fluids lying around? Because I could use them here at the station, too.
You're disgusting.
Hey, Chelsea, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So are you disappointed that he didn't do it like I did?
Yeah, that would have been surprisingly romantic.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
I think what's even more shocking about a guy asking you out on the grocery store is that you actually found him attractive.
Well, I know, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of amazing.
Why is that? Are all guys at grocery stores ugly or something?
No, just like the likelihood of you getting asked out at a grocery store is going to be by like some 50-year-old divorced dad that's kind of creepy. Like
Really?
that it's actually someone.
Where do you shop? Because I see like single dudes in the grocery store all the time.
All ages. Congratulations.
Well, yeah, but anytime, I mean, I get hit on in the grocery store all the time, but chances are it's just not going to be someone I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Like a creep who's coming up to you talking about how to test melons or something. Like, you want to let you know how these melons are ripe?
Okay, that's not unlike the conversation that me and this guy had.
What?
Really?
He did not pull a melon line on you.
It wasn't about melons. He brought up avocados and how he was having issues with them.
Completely different than what I was saying. You're right.
He was like riding the struggle bus about avocados. He was standing there with like two avocados in his hands, like looking back and forth and like not knowing how to tell if they were ripe. And I helped him with it.
I will say,
so he didn't approach you going, hey, you know how to squeeze these things properly?
No.
You actually saw him having trouble and helped him out.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. And when did you guys actually exchange numbers and stuff?
Well, I sort of helped him with avocados, and we laughed a little bit, and then I went away and kept grocery shopping. And then we ran into each other in a different part of the store.
Uh-huh.
And he said something really like, I still don't know about avocados. Like, It was horribly done, but very endearing, because it was clear he just wanted to talk more. So I was like, oh, I could help you with that anytime. I'm a much better flirt than he is.
I don't know why this is turning me on, but it is.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So you had, it just sounds like an awkward exchange that you guys had.
It was like charmingly awkward.
Okay.
It was like, okay, we're obviously attracted to each other, but don't know each other well enough to say anything.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about avocados.
Did he ask for your number then?
He did.
So tell us about your date when you guys actually went out, or was the whole date at the grocery store?
No, we just went on a coffee date. It was nice. He took me to this little, like, independent place I hadn't been before.
Uh-huh.
And I thought it went really well. We had a lot of, like, easy-flowing conversation. We both have, like, a few different weird jobs. Like, he works as a professional dog walker.
Dude, those guys are impressive.
And I work as a clown.
What? You're a clown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You currently work as a clown?
Yeah, I currently work as a clown. I mean, not like currently, like this morning. I'm not dressed in clown clothes right now.
Oh, interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've never met a clown before.
Yeah.
Did he think that was really cool?
Yeah, he thought it was fun. I told him some like funny stories about things that the kids say, and he's told me like silly things that his dogs have done. And
That sounds so boring.
Yeah.
I don't say.
It really does.
I love kids and dogs. Just saying.
I wish I could have been there for your conversation.
yeah, it was great.
So you guys bonded over your jobs.
Yeah, our weird jobs.
Okay.
It was nice. It was really nice. And he was just like a good guy.
If everything went really well, why do you think he's not calling you back?
I'm not really sure. The only thing that I could really think of was that I said that I wasn't necessarily interested in getting married anytime soon. And I wonder if maybe he was like, that's like what he's on his mind, so we're just in different places.
How did you say it, though? Did you harp on it? Was the whole thing like, oh, God, and I'm not interested in getting married ever?
No. I wasn't like, my parents hate each other and left because they don't love me. I wasn't like weird about it. I was just like,
the reason I don't want to get married is because I had a bad example of love growing up.
right, yeah, like I wasn't like a crazy person. I was just like, I have a lot of things I want to do in my life before I settle down and get married.
Did he seem awkward after you said it?
At the time, I didn't think of him as being awkward, but looking back on it, I'm like, I said that, and then I don't know how he feels about it. Is that because he like quickly changed the subject or something? And I'm just not really exactly, I don't quite have a handle on it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's too bad. You might be overthinking that a bit. How many times have you tried to get a hold of him?
Twice. I texted him the day after our date, and he texted me back and was just like, oh, I'm really busy this weekend. And then I texted him the next week, and he didn't text me back at all.
Okay, so you haven't heard anything from him since that second text.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings, second date update.
Call now to win a $1,000 cash crate.
1-866-MOVE-925.
Chelsea is on the phone with us, and today she wants to call a guy named Greg. They met at the grocery store, bonded over some avocados, ended up going out for coffee, and now he's not calling her back, and she has no idea why. Chelsea, I have a really good idea for you, actually.
What is it?
I say you don't do the second date update, okay?
What?
Why?
I think a better idea is to go back to that grocery store every single day and wait by the avocados. Just like pull up a chair next to the avocados until he comes up to buy some and ask him to explain himself in person.
That's a good idea. I could be holding 2 avocados and weeping over them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody going into the store. Look, there's the sad avocado lady again.
Imagine his surprise when he walks up and sees you camped out by the avocados.
Yeah, guys love that.
He'll definitely go on another date with you then.
No.
All right. Well, never mind. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to dial the phone number right now. Any last thoughts before we get him on the phone?
No, I don't think so. I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get your second date update.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Greg, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Greg, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, what's that?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show. How are you?
I'm okay. What's this about?
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, if somebody goes out on a date and they get blown off, they email us and ask if we can get the other person on the phone to find out why. The girl that you went out with, her name is Chelsea.
Okay.
She told us a little bit about how you guys first met at the grocery store. She helped you with avocados, and then you asked for her number, and you guys went to coffee.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Okay. Did you not like her? Because it sounds like from the tone of your voice right now, it sounds like you didn't really like Chelsea very much.
No. It's not that I didn't like her. Just a weird phone call to talk about a date.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. Can you tell us a little bit about it, though? She really wants to know why you're not calling her back.
I guess I could tell you guys about it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So she told us about your date and said that, in her opinion, everything went great, but she hasn't heard from you. Can you explain the date to me a little bit in your words?
Yeah, she was really nice, and the date was going really great until she basically just got a little weird. She said something, and I couldn't really shake it, and I feel bad, but yeah, it was just a little weird.
Was it about not wanting to get married anytime soon? Because she felt like that might be the issue.
Really? That's why she thought I didn't want to call her back?
Yeah, she thought maybe you were a guy that was like looking to find a wife right away or something, and that scared you off.
Oh my gosh. No, that was not what scared me away. I don't really even know how to say this. We were talking about our jobs and things that make us interesting, and I told her that I was a professional dog walker, and then she started saying things that made her interesting, and like, I work part-time as a clown. I work in the medical industry part-time. I'm a swinger, and I do calligraphy, and she kept going.
Slow down. What
Back
did
up
you
a little
just say?
bit.
No way.
No, that was my exact reaction. I was just so taken aback, and so I asked her, I was like, wait, you're talking about like swing dancing, right? And she said, no, you are thinking about the right thing. And then she just tried to keep going, and I could not drop it. It like completely changed.
Oh my God.
That's not something that you usually casually drop in a conversation. Like, yeah, I walk dogs, and then I have sex with lots of people, and then also...
She lumped it in with calligraphy, for God's sakes.
I couldn't even, I couldn't change the way I looked at her after that the rest of the date.
So you're not into dating swingers?
No. I mean, it's not something that I actively seek. I'm definitely looking for a long-term monogamous relationship, and I mean, she just said it so casually, it didn't seem like a big deal to her. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, what if I take her home to my parents and she wants to sleep with my dad? You know,
I guess I've never thought about that before, yeah, but I guess if you're dating a swinger, you bring her home, some fun things, interesting things could happen.
Oh, God.
it weirded me out, and I mean, she's a sweet girl, and I feel bad, but I just couldn't drop it after that.
That's understandable, Greg. Greg, I also need to tell you something.
What's that?
Chelsea is actually on the other line listening right now.
What?
Yeah. Chelsea, are you there?
Yep.
Chelsea.
How's it going, Chelsea?
I guess I'm just like why didn't you say anything? We could have talked about it. You could have asked me questions. I would have been like, no, I'm not a psychopath who's going to try and sleep with your father.
I didn't know what kind of questions to ask you about that. You just said it so casually and nonchalant. Like, I've just never met a swinger before, and it totally shocked me.
Okay, first of all, you've definitely met one before. They just didn't tell you about it.
That's a very good point, Chelsea.
Yeah. And second of all, never having met someone doesn't mean that they're bad. You know, there's...
I didn't think of it as bad. I don't think you're a bad person. It's just honestly not the lifestyle that I'm into, and I'm sorry I wasn't upfront with you about that at the date.
Chelsea, do you always bring it up in that manner on first dates?
Not necessarily, but at the same time, I think it's better than, like, bringing it on somebody after going out for a while where they have all these assumptions.
Yeah, like
I'd
you guys
rather get it out of the way in the beginning and be honest, and then that way, if they do freak out, then I haven't gotten, like...
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Until you guys are, like, a couple months in, you're like, okay, it's finally time to meet my friends. Oh, and by the way, you're going to have sex with all my friends, too.
Right. But again, you wouldn't have to, like...
It's just ignorance. I don't think any of us really understand the swinging lifestyle. I've never been a part of it. It's always interested me. I think it's really cool that you're willing to do that, but I don't know anything about it, so that's just what I assume.
I think what's surprising to me is that it didn't cross your mind that could be a potential reason why he's not calling you back.
Well, yeah, no, I guess it didn't, because he didn't really have a reaction to it. Like, I told him all that stuff, and he was like, oh, a clown, eh? Like...
That makes sense, then.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to focus on that because it made me totally uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say about it. I appreciate the fact that you said it on the first date, and but I couldn't let it go.
I mean, I think that the thing is that it's more about options than anything else. It's about the fact that you're not like, we have to do this and you have to sleep with these people, but you're like, okay, well, do we want to be monogamous right now? Sure. Do we want to swing right now? Sure. Do you want to go on a date with someone else right now? Sure. Like 20 years from now, when you're bored with the sex with your current partner, that doesn't mean you have to break up. It means you have other options.
Greg, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to beg you to say yes to this, okay? Would you like to go on a second date with Chelsea? I will pay for it.
Jubal's like, I want to be there.
You know what? Honestly, like, maybe I could be a little more open-minded, and
of course,
I would like to go on a second date. I would.
Awesome.
I'm really actually very surprised that you just said that.
Me too. Chelsea, are you cool with going out on another date with Greg? Maybe tell him a little bit more about your lifestyle so we can understand it more?
Sure, if only to help spread the gospel of consensual non-monogamy.
Consensual non-monogamy, I like that term.
It does have a nice ring to it.
All right, well, awesome. We'll send you guys out again.
Sweet.
All right, great.
I got this great restaurant you go to. You put your keys at the door in a bowl.
Thank you for calling. This is Jeremy. Can I help you?
Yeah, hi there. I was looking to order some party subs. Who would I speak with about that?
I can handle that order for you. What day are you looking to have the subs for?
Will be for Saturday night.
Okay.
I'm having a pretty big party, so I'll probably need about 6 of them.
And what's the name for the order?
Seth McElroy, that's my name.
Seth. Okay. And you said 6 subs?
Yeah, and it's pretty specific. Each one has to have a lot of meat on it, so it looks really big and plump. Plumper the better. Double the meat.
Got it. Yeah, well, we can do a double meat, no problem.
And then I want some meatballs on the side.
You want to do a side of meatballs?
Well, yeah, sort of. I just want you to attach 2 meatballs onto the side of the subs with toothpicks. So, right on one end of it.
Got it, okay.
It's just really important that I get those meatballs for the party. It's kind of a theme thing.
Got it.
Yeah. It's a party for adventurous men and women. You know, that's why I need the subs to look a certain way.
Okay.
Your name, what was your name again? Jeremy?
Jeremy, yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Jeremy, so are you adventurous at all?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, just are you adventurous? You like to have fun?
Yeah, of course, man. I love, snowboarding and everything. I love, all that stuff.
Well, what if I paid you $20 to drop off the order, and then maybe you can stay a while and partake in some of the adventures that we're having?
I'm really not allowed to do that. That's kind of like store policy. We don't really do a delivery service thing. So I just can't. You just got to pick them up.
What if I give you $50 And then when you enter the party, like as soon as you walk in, you take your shirt off and yell, "Key party!"
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, you want to,
No, I mean, that's really not something I would do. That's not really my...
How about $100?
I don't think I can do that. That's not like really something I'm allowed to do.
$200. You're driving a hard bargain, Jeremy.
You're going to pay me $200? I just have to just deliver the subs and take my shirt off? And what would I yell key party?
Well, yeah, and then maybe if you could bring a couple of those plastic bottles from work and spray some mayo on everybody, that'd be awesome.
Wait, what? You want me to spray condiments on people?
Yeah, at first. I mean, we'll start with that, and then you can do all kinds of things.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I could do that, man. That's
hot. It's pretty hot.
To me, that's crazy. So yeah, listen,
I know he probably is against work policy to deliver sandwiches, but I can just give you my number and we can do it kind of off the books. I'll pay you $200. You come by with those subs, you take your shirt off, you spray a little mayo on people, and then you stay for the party.
I mean, $200 is a lot of money, man. Can I call you back? Like, I just don't know how my girlfriend would feel about this.
Oh, you got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, if I just would,
Hello, bonus, bring her along. I'll throw you an extra 50.
Oh man, I don't think I could do that. That's crazy. Like, I mean,
it is crazy. Trust me, it's gonna be a crazy evening.
Okay.
And just something about you makes me wanna. Just rub your shoulders a bit.
Okay, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can do it. I thought about like 200 is a lot, but like I just.
Oh, you want to rub my shoulders?
No, I'm just not really into what you're suggesting to me right now. That's not really my thing.
Oh, Jeremy, you're not into massages? Everybody I know likes a good massage from time to time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I love a massage from my girlfriend and stuff.
From her and about 15 other people at a party.
I think we're just we're different worlds right now, and I just don't think I'm.
We're in two different worlds. You're at the sandwich shop, and I'm just doing a prank phone call on you. So maybe we'll never meet.
What did you just say?
I said this is a prank phone call because this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you, and your coworker Alex set you up.
No way, are you serious? Alex, that oh my God, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, he wanted me to mess with you and get you back for calling in sick so much lately.
Oh my God, man. Dude, when you asked me to take my shirt off and spray condiments on people, I lost my shit. I was like, what kind of party are we talking about here?
Well, hey, anytime you and your lady want to come over and party, you let me know, okay?
No, man, I'm never coming over.
All right.
Her name's Hillary. Hillary, what's up?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Not too bad.
This sounds so weird. Was the airport date your idea or his idea?
I kind of came out between the both of us organically.
Really? We'll get to the date in just a second because it's weird. But anyway, the dude that you want to call today, what's his name?
His name is Rob.
Rob?
You sound
with a W?
Yeah, it sounded like that. Wob.
Rob.
Rob. Okay. Hey, I don't know. My name's Jubal. I can't judge somebody if their name's Wob. So I thought that's what his name was. How'd you meet Rob?
I met Rob online on all my dating sites.
Okay. And what struck you about him?
Well, we had been talking for, about 4 weeks online. And through that, he has a really sarcastic sense of humor, and so do I. So we were just able to kind of have a good time going back and forth.
Okay. And you chatted for 4 weeks is a long time before you actually go out.
Yeah. You want to kind of take your time getting to know somebody before you kind of meet in person. Plus, I'm a single mom, so that's something that I'm very cautious about before I meet somebody in person.
Well, and you have 1 day available in the next 6 months to actually probably hang out.
Right. That too.
Okay. So you guys finally connected, and now I want to hear about your date.
So, kind of we were going back and forth, and we were a little bit bored with just the typical coffee date or dinner date because it's kind of an interview style, and we had already got to know a lot about each other beforehand. So we thought it would be cool just to meet at the airport and people watch and make up stories about them and their life and where they were going and where they were coming from. So
okay,
I love it.
So you went to the airport to judge people.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to look at it?
I'm in airports all the time. I love the airport for that specific reason because
It's good
there's
people
so many
watching.
different stories in there, and you don't know where people are going. And I like to make up things in my head too. It'd be fun to do it with somebody else, though.
Yeah. And we went specifically to the arrivals gate. So there was like a girl there that was holding up a sign. She hadn't seen her boyfriend, and the story we made was that she hadn't seen her boyfriend in like 6 months. So she was all dressed up and had this sign and had like a home cooked dinner.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. We were there because we wanted to see like the people that were happy to see people coming, people that were frustrated wherever they were going.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. So many pissed off people walking out of the airport.
So, wait, how was your time with him, though? Did you get to know him better through this process?
I did a little bit. You know, obviously seeing somebody in person and like enjoying their mannerisms is you don't have that opportunity over the phone. So that was cool. He looks like his pictures. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun to see like how I felt or being around him in person. I started to get a little giddy and like girlish. I kept like hitting him in the arm. So I was like, why am I hitting this guy?
You're like, oh my God, I'm in 3rd grade all over again.
Yeah. No, we had a really great time, but there was kind of like an awkward thing that he said, but
what did he say?
Well, there is this guy who it was pretty clear he was a bodybuilder, like this huge hunk of a man that came through, and Rob leaned to me and he was like, oh, I bet that guy's, you know, coming into town to cheat on his wife and he's looking for his mistress right now. Whoa. And it threw me off because I had shared with him that one of my exes is a bodybuilder who had cheated on me.
Oh.
So
But you shared with him before he made that comparison?
yeah, like in passing. I mean, we hadn't gone through like the details of the depths of our past relationships, but I had said it in passing.
I feel like that's kind of rude.
I don't know if he was like making that as passing, as kind of like a haha, remember, or if he just completely spaced and just said it like on its own.
What did he say? What was his response? Was he embarrassed?
He was embarrassed. I mean, we had a great rest of the time. It was a little awkward moment. Like, so in my head, I'm thinking maybe he's comparing himself to that guy we saw at the airport because they look totally different.
Yeah, but we hate that guy. He cheated on you.
Right. We hate him. We don't like him at all. But he had a really great body.
Okay, I see.
I know if I was Rob, the dude you were on a date with, and I made a comparison like that, I would have been sitting there awkwardly because I would have felt bad. I'd been like, damn, I didn't mean to bring that up.
Yeah. It definitely was a little awkward, but I felt like we got back on track. Like later on, we left the airport. We went and got some drinks. After drinks, we shared some smooching.
This all sounds so positive.
Yeah.
You guys even
And so afterwards, we've had a phone call and we've texted a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's kind of pulling away, which is fine because we're not, in this committed relationship. But if you like somebody and you kind of want to spend more time with them, I would think that you would put a little bit more effort and see them more than just once in person.
So you think he's blowing you off?
Yes, I think he is blowing me off.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, cool.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Captain Jubal Flag speaking. We're about to embark on a second date update. Just want to let you know things could get a little bumpy and we might experience some turbulence, so we encourage you to keep your seatbelt on through the whole flight, even if the sign is illuminated. Also, we've never flown a plane before, so we're probably going to crash and die.
Wait, what did you just say?
Probably going to crash and die because I've never flown a plane.
Oh, dang it.
Why did I introduce the second part of today's second date update like that? Well, it's because Hillary is on the phone, and she went on a date with a dude named Rob, and their first date was to the airport. They actually met up online, went to the airport to sit there while people were arriving, and then they had fun talking about people and making up stories of why they were coming into town. And she said it was great, except there was an awkward moment when some big buff bodybuilder dude walked off, and Rob, her date, was like, I bet you he's getting into town to see his mistress to cheat on his wife. And it seems like Rob may have forgotten that Hillary actually had something like that happen to her.
With a bodybuilder.
And then it was all awkward after he brought that up for a little bit, and Hillary's not sure if he was just feeling bad or what. Anyway, they texted back and forth a little bit, and now he's not really getting back to her. So we're about to call him and find out why.
I mean, you said you're a single mom. He knew that going into the date, right?
Oh, yeah, that's not anything that I hid that was on my profile. We talked about it.
Something else that could have shocked him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to find good guys out there and connect with. So it's totally blowing my mind because there was a spark. I don't know what's going on.
All right, well, we'll see if we get him on the phone and maybe get that spark to grow into a big, huge flame again.
Why are you so weird when you say things like that?
Oxygen helps fire, so I'm going to blow on his spark a little bit.
Don't blow on anybody's anything.
You know?
Leave his spark alone.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm dialing his phone right now, Hillary.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Rob?
Yeah, this is Rob. Who's this?
This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm not interested if you're trying to sell me something or...
No, I promise you I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm calling from a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date Update. And you went out with a woman named Hillary recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What a positive response, Rob.
So Hillary emailed us and told us about your date. And we said that we would try to figure out what happened. Do you have a minute to talk about that?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said you've texted a little bit and you've talked a little bit on the phone. Are you blowing her off?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Now
I
that
don't
you
know
bring
how to
it
say
up.
this, but yes, I am. It sounds like, I mean, from her description, you guys had a lovely time and a great connection.
We did. I mean, Hillary's, she's a really cool lady, and I liked spending time with her that day. I just don't really see a future with us, though.
Can you tell us why? She really wants to know.
I mean, I don't want to hurt her feelings. This isn't probably the best place to, get into that.
Yeah, but it's the place she chose to do it. Before anybody does a second date update, we always tell them they might hear something they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
And she sounds like a really strong, confident woman. I mean, even if you do hurt her feelings, I don't think you're going to destroy her or anything.
Yeah, she is. You're right. Okay, every time we've been in contact, it hasn't been so good, like every time.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So when we met on our date, she brought a box of Girl Scout cookies because she has a daughter who was selling them. And so I'm like, yeah, okay. And I bought a box.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But, every time we've talked, in the phone call and in all the text, she brings up the cookies every time. Do you want another box of cookies, Would you like more cookies? It's like, enough of the cookies,
She's just trying to sell you Girl Scout cookies nonstop?
What?
Every time we've talked.
So wait, you already bought a box and then she wants you to buy more?
Yeah, I mean, I've never dated anyone with a kid before, but I tell you what, if they're in the Girl Scouts. I mean, I love kids. That's not a big problem. If they're in the Girl Scouts, I'm not interested.
Okay, wait.
Like a scam.
Rob, maybe she's just using it to, I don't know, have something in common with you because you obviously enjoyed the Girl Scout cookies, like a way to jumpstart conversation.
Listen, we've talked on the phone once and we've texted numerous times, and every single time she's bringing up these damn thick mints or whatever they are. I don't even know what they are.
Thin mints.
Thin mints.
But I wish they had thick mints too. Yeah, they should.
So she's just like a crazy Girl Scout mom.
Oh, well, hey, you called her that. I would never call her that, okay? You said that, not me. I'm just saying I don't want any more cookies.
Okay. Well, Rob, we can give her that information because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? No, that's not true, is it?
Yes, it is true.
Hey, Rob. It's Hillary.
Hey, Hillary.
Well, I didn't know the Girl Scout cookies were such a prominent part of our conversations. I'm sorry for that.
Oh.
But who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? So that's a little weird.
Always selling.
I do like any kind of cookies, but I don't want boxes and boxes and boxes of them. I mean,
wait. First, hold on a second. It's only seasonal that these things are ever sold. So it's not like this is something that you would be buying over and over and over and over again. So most people like to buy a lot of boxes and put them in the freezer because they love them so much. They want to hoard them throughout the year. We have people that are asking us over and over again, do you have more Girl Scout cookies? And so I kept giving you the opportunity if you wanted to buy more. We had more before we sold out.
Oh, I was very aware that you had cookies. I mean, you know, Hillary, even on your texts, you were like, my daughter's going for the record in sales. It'd be great if you bought a whole bunch.
Oh.
I'm like,
what?
Well, I mean, as Girl Scouts, it's a really great thing because it promotes leadership, it promotes community and self-worth. So that's something that I want to support that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's prizes if you're the top seller in your troop. And I just didn't know that you hated the Girl Scouts.
I don't hate the Girl Scouts. You said that. I never said that.
But you bought one box. I mean, who buys one box of Girl Scout cookies?
Somebody who only wants one box?
Rob, that's ridiculous logic. I think you have to buy 10 at least every time.
At least.
Oh, so you agree with that, Hillary? Okay.
Hillary's got me wanting to buy cookies right now. You are a good saleswoman, Hillary.
I literally have like 3 more boxes left. So if you want them, like let me know and I can get
Okay,
them.
well, let's do that later.
It's
Let's
going
focus on
fast.
trying to get another date with Rob, Hillary.
Remember the goal.
Rob, I feel like you haven't given the cookies a fair shot.
Think of the cookies.
Hillary, are you still interested in going out with Rob again?
You know, I'm torn because I feel like if it really was the cookies, why didn't he say something about that ahead of time? Because literally now I feel like an idiot that I've been going on and on and on about these cookies.
But you guys realize if you would have met outside of Girl Scout cookie season, none of this would have been an issue and you would be on a second date already. Maybe a third or a fourth by this time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, until Girl Scout season comes around again, and then I'm hanging out with a car salesman trying to make quota.
But then we would have been together for a whole year, and you would have fallen in love with me and fallen in love with the Girl Scouts and understood what this is all about.
You would have been peddling cookies too, is what she's saying.
Exactly.
You wait 1 year, and you're going to be hawking those things like nobody's business.
I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm missing something. I have no idea.
Okay, well, Rob, do you want to try to find out? Would you like to go on a second date with Hillary? We'll pay for it.
Jeez. Hillary, we got along really great in our date. And how about when Girl Scout cookie season ends, we'll get together?
Hey, that's a compromise.
Rob, if you can't take me during Girl Scout cookie selling season, I don't think we are a fit.
You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Hillary.
Exactly.
Wait a second here. So you called a radio station to call me to see if we'll go out again. And I agreed, even with the damn Girl Scout cookies, and you said no?
Because Girl Scouts for life. Like, you can't just cut that off during a season. And the fact that it was this big of a deal to you, like, I can't move forward with that.
Oh.
What am I supposed to tell my daughter about you? That you don't support her hopes and dreams?
Wow.
I bought a box of cookies. So I did.
A box. 1 box, Rob. 1 box. Nobody does that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what just happened, but yeah, we won't go out. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Hillary, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but at least you know why now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, whatever. But from what we were talking about earlier, I do still have those 3 boxes if anybody is interested.
Just email us. We'll see if we can get those 3 boxes
I'm
sold
in
for
if
you.
they're Samoas.
Hello?
Yes, the Steffies.
Hello?
Yes.
Who
Yes.
is this?
Me llamo Miguel. Stephens.
I have no idea what you're saying. Do you know who you're trying to reach?
You are the Stevens.
Do you mean Stephanie?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
me.
Yes.
Yes.
Me llamo Miguel. Your stuffs. Here's the stuffs.
What?
Your things.
Do you speak English? Do you have someone that speaks English?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. You has the move things in the pedals, the trucks, in the trucks, in the moves, in the move.
Are you talking about the moving truck?
Yes, the movies.
Oh my God.
In the movies. You watching the movies?
Are you the moving truck? Are you the driver?
See, yes. Memo
Oh my
Miguel,
God.
the driver in the movies.
Oh my God. Okay, where have you been?
Where have you been?
Where am I? Where are you? We've been waiting for our stuff for like a week.
Pero you, where are you?
No, where are you?
No, you. Where?
No, you.
No, you. Where you? Where you?
No. First of all, I have been talking to the manager and whoever's in charge here. Okay, you have all of our stuff. Where the hell are you?
In the jeepies? The gypsies?
What?
The gypsies in the roads.
I don't understand you. What are you talking about?
Pero the gypsies, he telling me where to go. The gypsies.
What the hell are you talking about? What gypsies?
Yes,
What do you?
the gypsies in the gypsies in the gypsies. The
gypsies.
The gypsies. You know in the gypsies.
I want to speak to your manager right now.
You know in the gypsies.
Are you saying GPS?
Yes, yes. In the direction, in the gypsies, is the wrong one. In the gypsies, is the wrong. The wrong.
Shut up.
The wrong.
Shut up.
The wrong.
It's GPS. It's GPS.
No.
3 letters, not a word.
No.
Or whatever the thing. Okay,
No.
it's not correct. It's
No.
GPS.
It's
Are
the
you lost?
gypsies.
Is that what you're trying to tell
It's
me?
the gypsies.
Stop saying that word. I swear to God, if you say that word one more time, I will find you and I will hurt you in the mouth. All right, now, do you need me to come pick you up? Because I can find out where you are.
You want date?
Oh my God, I don't want to date you. I just want to get our stuff.
Pero you saying that you do pickups? You do the pickup in the pickup
I'm not
in the
picking
lines?
you up. I'm picking our stuff up that's in the truck.
Oh.
Oh, yes, you finally understand me for once. Oh my God. Okay, is there anyone there that speaks English? Okay, because
Yes.
I don't understand you.
Yes,
What?
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
For what?
You saying the English is bueno.
No, your English is horrible. I'm sorry, but it is. I can't understand a word you're saying.
You sing bear. No bear. You
Dude, what are you saying? First you say just now you're talking about a bear. Oh my God.
No, you say the bear.
I need to speak to someone right now.
You
Speaking English.
You speak English?
I'm speaking English.
Yes,
I know
yes,
how to
yo
talk.
también. I speaking too. You speak English.
Yes, I speak English.
Yes, see.
Now get here. We need our stuff. You need to bring it now.
Are you saying that you want your stuff now?
Who is this?
The guy that has all your stuff in the moving van?
Okay, so you're with the guy that doesn't speak. Why didn't you call me?
Because this is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you.
What?
Yeah, it's a joke. Your husband George set you up.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him.
He said that you've been stressed out because your moving truck hasn't arrived yet, so he thought he'd have Miguel call you.
So, wait, okay, I'm so confused. Do you know anything about the truck? Like, is it there?
Yes, in the gypsies.
Oh my God, not with the gypsies again. Oh my God.